Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your main man Dave here from Gamer for Life, bringing you another Gamer for Life show. And in this week's show, it's a very special next gen show, basically, because with the whole reveal of the Xbox One and obviously PlayStation 4 previously, I'd just like to do a video, expressing my opinions, talking about them both, doing a bit of a comparison and just giving my opinion and also my opinion to other people, what they've been saying and slating and whatnot. So let's get right down to it. And as you all know, the Xbox One was revealed recently, and there it is. That's the unit right there. The console, the Kinect 2.0, I think that's what it's called, and the new look controller. Right, in my personal opinion, it looks fine. It looks fantastic. You know what I mean? It looks like a console. You know what I mean? But seriously, I've read through forums, Facebook, everything. It looks ugly. It looks like a Betamax. It's shit. It's shit. Pardon my French, because there will be some expletives in this video, so I do apologise straight away. Quit your fucking whining. I tell you that for now. You know what I mean? Where are you going to put that unit? Right? If it's in your living room where you game, it'll be under the TV on a TV stand next to your Freeview, your Skybox, not a lot, which looks like a normal box, which is basically what the console is. It's not meant to look like a glamour model. You know what I mean? It's not meant to stand out going, hey, look at me. No, it's meant to do a purpose, not look like the dog's nuts. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter what it looks like. If it came out as just a black cube or bits hanging off it, as long as it did its job, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? But all you lot are whinging. Oh, it looks like a... You don't even know what the PS4 looks like. When this video is recorded, so if people are watching this in the future, when it's all been revealed in E3 and whatnot, at this moment in time, you don't know what the PS4 looks like. All you've seen is their controller that's a little bit wider with a touch panel on it, a couple of extra buttons. The PS4 could just look like a PS3, you know what I mean? At least Xbox have made it look slightly different, you know what I mean? So just get it out of your head that it's not all about how it looks, it's what is inside that matters. You know what I mean? Don't hate something for not being curvy or whatever, you know what I mean? I like the way it looks. I like the way the controller looks. I like the way the Kinect sensor looks, right? End of story. Chill your beans. Now, let's move on to the next thing. The Kinect sensor, right? It looks fine. And it does look quite slim from what I've seen of it as well. And people have turned around saying, I'm not buying a console where it doesn't work without buying a Kinect sensor. Now, shut up for 5 seconds, right? And read through websites and stuff and actually find out what people know. Not what people have been saying, what people actually know. Go on to your sites that find out what is actually happening, right? A Kinect 2.0 sensor will be shipped out with every single Xbox One console. Not separately. You don't have to buy the console and go, oh, it won't work until I pay another 80 quid or 100 quid or whatever for a Kinect sensor. Every unit will come with a controller, a console and a Kinect sensor. Every unit will. And then, to be honest with you, I can't wait. You know what I mean? At this moment in time, not being favouritism or like that, have edged towards the Xbox because I'm used to the Xbox now. I've got both a PlayStation 3 and a 360, but my time's spent a lot more now on the Xbox, and I really can't wait for this because watching the reveal when the guy was like talking to his Xbox and it was doing everything all, fast and quirky and really cool with the pulling and functions and all that lot, I'm like, damn right, because I use my Xbox not just for gaming. I use it to watch Netflix. I use it to do all sorts of stuff, you know what I mean, not just for gaming. And one thing I will end down now, before anyone says, oh, a lot of the people that I've seen slate it, hate it, and all that, saying, oh, it's a home entertainment system. Yeah, what is an Xbox 360 and a PS3? Yeah, it's a games console, but it also is classed as a home entertainment system. Netflix, LoveFilm, YouTube, and you're telling me that you don't use any of them apps, right? I know some people won't, which is fair enough. But some of the people, mentioning no names, saying stuff on our Facebook page going, oh, home entertainment system, I want a console, I might just go to PlayStation 4. Do it, you know what I mean? But I've seen you on my Xbox friends list using Netflix, using YouTube. So don't go around saying that you only want a games console for video games, because that's nuts, mate. You know what I mean? If you don't use it for your Netflix and other stuff, then that's fine. You know what I mean? It can. You can't say a gamer is this, right? Because me and my brother, former admin Kevin, we're two different types of gamers. I game and socialise and whatever on one end, and he's more of a I'll play when I feel like it. He does a lot of streaming through his MacBook and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He watches and does all his media stuff differently. But I like to have it all in a condensed hub in one place. It's nice, simple, effective, right? Sorted. So seriously, just watch what you're saying, because at the end of the day, you're shooting yourself in the foot and you're contradicting actually what you do. A PlayStation 3 and a 360 is a games console, yeah, but it also adds the home entertainment. You can watch your DVDs through there, and you're telling me you've never used your console as a DVD player, right? There you go, you know what I mean? Rant over for that bit. Right, the controller. Right, I must say, this controller has the same sort of element. Well, obviously it does look like a 360 controller, but it seems to just look, and they've like made something great. Well, they took something that's great and made it better in my eyes. With all what they were saying about, you know, responsive triggers, and apparently you can change how the triggers feel and, you know, responses and stuff like that. That's brilliant. That makes a customised gaming experience for yourself. And I think the way that looks is amazing, right? I mean, I would not knock that at all. But in all fairness, with the PlayStation 4 controller, they took what was good and made it better. I think the whole touch panel thing looks great. It's a bit wider, because I've always thought the PlayStation 3 control pads were too small. The Xbox 360 ones, they're bulkier, they're a bit more like, yeah, you can really grab hold of them and so on, and I'm glad that they've grown the PS4 ones. Now, looking at the picture that's on the screen at the moment, you can see that the two buttons that you'd normally find as start and select, or start and back, I can't remember what they are on the 360 now, there's different icons. Now, I know they did step into the whole thing about recording gameplay. I'm guessing one of the buttons is to quick time that. Now, that's probably another thing I want to touch on before the end of this video. Now, I'm guessing they're trying to change everything to make everything hub-wise on your controller. I like that. And I think that will be a cool thing to look into in the future as well. So, yeah, I honestly think out of the two control pads, let me just move on there for a second. The two control pads, they're both great in their own way, but the Xbox One looks more, you know, looks right. The PlayStation 4 one does seem a bit more plasticky and like, you don't know. But that's my personal opinion, right? And I can see both of these control pads becoming great, you know, little accessories in gaming in the future, doing their own little thing with the touch panel on the PS4 controller, and the whole cool look and feel with the Xbox One controller. So I honestly think that these two the controllers are great. You know, I mean, don't knock them. They won't. You know, I mean, they will define how you feel and whatever. You know, I mean, I can't talk about it right now. I'm all over the place. But one thing I will mention, like I was saying earlier about the game recording and stuff, I've heard a lot of people slate things about, well, what's going to happen to the guys that have forked out £100+ £200+ on all your recording gear, like your PVRs, your Elgatos and stuff like that. Right. Now, as far as I know, and I've seen, all this stuff about recording your gameplay and stuff like that, not every game will allow it, yeah? Because the developers putting bans on it. Not, as far as I know, it doesn't say that it will record your voice to do maybe a live commentary. It might only record gameplay. It might not record party chats or like that. It might just record a 5-minute minimum clip. You see where I'm coming from? Now, for all those people out there that use capture cards and stuff like that, fear not, because I'm going to be sure there's going to be limits to what you can do with the Xbox and the PlayStation's recording. You know what I mean? I'm guessing they will limit it, but like as you know, with your like your Call of Duty Black Ops, you can live stream, which is cool. Not a lot, but I can see that all the restrictions on these consoles will affect, you know, what you can do with it compared to what you can do with your HD PVRs and so on. And I will be still keeping my recording software, so I'd say to all you recorders out there, fear not. Right, what else would I like to touch on? Aha, yes. Now, one thing, going back to the Xbox One reveal, one thing that I am really looking forward to, and I thought, hell yeah, and I know people slated it, oh, it's going to be crap and everything like that, whatever, but I've really grown on Halo, right? The admins on the page love Halo, especially Richard, he's the Halo fanboy, and after watching Forward Unto Dawn, when they did all this Halo 4 run-up and everything, I fell in love with it all, and seeing this, Steven Spielberg, Halo, the television series, oh my god, right? It's going to be amazing. You can slate it saying it's going to be crap, it's going to be this. It is going to be amazing, right? Just because all you people over at the PlayStation side of things don't have Halo, which is an amazing game. Don't get me wrong, you have got Killzone, which I still think is amazing as well, and all the other titles and so on. I still think that Halo is a godlike creation. 343 Bungie, when you did all that stuff, amazing, right? And I cannot wait to see what happens with all that. But yeah, speaking about games and so on, it has been confirmed that there's 15, I think there's going to be 15 exclusives for the Xbox One, including like your Forza 5, some that haven't been named yet, obviously, because E3 will probably name them all, and 15 exclusives over the first year, and so 8 of them are brand new different franchises, so which will be good. Also, we saw Call of Duty Ghosts getting announced on the Xbox One, and obviously PlayStation will have it as well. Yes, there was no gameplay, and yes, there's a lot of COD haters out there, but give it a chance. It's going to be a new story, new take on things, and it's next gen. And looking at some of the screens and stuff and concepts and whatever from the old game to next gen, wow. You know what I mean? I'm happy about the graphics. You know what I mean? Amazing, absolutely amazing. So yes, we never saw any real gameplay, but the stuff that they can do with the engines in there are second to none. And there you go. That's my take on it. Right. What we got now? Yes. Okay. I'm on. As you can see, I'm on the website of IGN. Ignore the Wii U comparison bit. And I'm not slating Wii U, but this whole video is about the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, people were bitching and moaning about everything being said about, oh, you know, it's going to be all, you know, home entertainment system and all that lot. Yeah, but all I've got to say is, it's what's on the inside that counts. Yeah? Right. Now, I don't know if you can be able to see this properly on your screen. I'm sure you can, but it's a bit more minimised. But on my screen, it's larger. Both are going to have a Blu-ray DVD drive. Amazing. Like I said, ignore the Wii U side of things. As you can see on the screen, I'm scrolling over it. Ignore that. Both have a game DVR. Yes. But there could be restrictions on them. Developers might not want people to use them. They might wait a year or two down the line before they say, yeah, record stuff. You know what I mean? That's fine. CPU, as you can tell, they've both got different ones. As you can see, obviously the Xbox will have a Microsoft CPU, but there was talks about AMD stuff going into there, and it's going to be sick, whatever. But they'll both have their own custom tweaks, but obviously you will get games on both of them that will look near enough the same. Storage. As I know as well, the PlayStation hasn't announced what storage it'll get. The Xbox, on the release, the press release thing of what they were doing, they've said it will be 500GB hard drive. But one thing I have heard is that the hard drives are not removable, like with the 360 ones where you can pull them out and put a bigger one in, that kind of thing. Apparently that's a no-go, an absolute no-go. External storage. PlayStation yet again haven't said anything yet, but like I said, E3 is round the corner. They could say, you know, what's going to happen there. There could be a lot more stuff coming back. external storage for the Xbox One is yes, USB. You will be able to, because they both got USB 3.0s, which are meant to be amazing and whatnot. And I don't know full detail about them, but forget that. But I can see it being like you can plug it in and format an hard drive, an external hard drive. So you could get a 2 terabyte hard drive for, I don't know, probably the same price as you could have got a 250 gig Xbox Slim hard drive, depending where you go and what make it is. Plug it into your Xbox One, and that's there for all your downloads, and apparently all your game saves and everything are allowed to go on there as well. So there's the possibilities are endless for how much storage you can use. Cloud storage is going to be a big thing, obviously, in future, and they're both enabled for that. So that I've got no issues with the cloud storage anyway. I think that's really cool. Now, mandatory game installs. I think, in a way, like what PCs do, if you install a game to an hard drive or to your laptop, whatever you're doing it for that, it runs better, it runs smoother, it's less time consuming and pain on your CD drives. You know what I mean? Because if it keeps spinning, it could burn your lasers out, whatnot. There's always issues with that, and I think the game installs, like when you get with Halo 4, there was a second disc to install the maps and stuff like that. I think that's fine. I think that's spot on. I won't knock it. It's not like you're going to really fill all your hard drive up. You know what I mean? Unless every game's going to be literally 50 gig and that lot. I'm worried about Battlefield 4, to be honest with you, with all the expansions and stuff. But anyway, Sony have not announced if there's mandatory game installs, but we shall see. Required internet connection. I know this has been an absolute drag for people, but put it this way, right? Always online and all that bollocks and whatever and everything. Listen to me, right? No, this percentage could be well out of order anyway, but 95% of all gamers around the world, right, have broadband, yeah, wireless internet or high-speed cable or whatnot hooked up to their Xbox. Because who doesn't play online, right? I know there's a few people that don't, i.e. my brother. He's very much straight down the line. He'll buy a single player game and play the game. He's not like me. He won't play Call of Duty, he won't play Battlefield, he won't play Halo, he won't play FIFA online and all that. You know what I mean? But 90% of gamers, 95% of gamers will have their Xbox or PlayStation hooked up to the internet. So why is it an issue? Seriously, why is it an issue? Unless you've got the really lowest cap on your internet, like you can only use a gig's worth of internet a month, get it sorted. You know what I mean? I've got unlimited usage on mine. It doesn't bother me, and I'm not bothered if it's got to be online all the time. Never bothers me at all, whatsoever. Backwards compatibility, people are bitching about that. Seriously, the PlayStation 3, right, when it came out, only one model, as far as I know, could be backwards compatible with certain games, right? Other than that, no. And I don't remember the 360 ever being backwards compatible. I could be wrong, you know what I mean? But seriously, why are you moaning about it? Really, it's just wrong. You know what I mean? End of the day, when I get this Xbox One, because like I says, this is what I'm hoping to do, unless something changes and I go to PlayStation. When I get a next gen console, no matter if it is one or the other, I will be keeping my 360 for at least a good 2 to 3 years, because they're not going to stop making games for the 360. Look at what happened with the PlayStation 2. Only a few months ago they stopped doing all the stuff for pre-owns and trade-ins for the PlayStation 2 games and stopped making them. You know what I mean? I know that they'll be doing the same thing for the 360 for a good 2 to 3 years' time, because people still want to play the games that have only come out on the 360, because you won't get them on the Xbox One. You know what I mean? It won't happen unless they do like your direct downloads from the store where you can play 360 title like they did on the, you know, on the PlayStation 3 when you can get PlayStation 1 and 2 titles. But seriously, you need to chill your beans. All about that. Why did I miss that one? I don't know. Used game fee, right? Pre-owns and all, they're going to be an absolute bugger, but a lot of things are getting cleared up at the moment because a lot of people are taking it the wrong way. Sony have not announced that, and Xbox have. Microsoft have. And all I can say is people are going a bit too over the top about it. I've been looking in literally as I'm recording this, about an hour or so before recording this, looking into certain news articles about people taking things the wrong way. There is ways of doing all this pre-owned stuff and all that lot, but it's a lot to do with companies buying into certain things and pre-owns from the customers. You know, apparently when someone comes in with a game, say Halo 5 for instance, someone comes in with Halo 5, they scan it on, and apparently they can like remove what the codes and whatnot from that game, so it cannot be, it's blocked on the console it used to be on, and when it goes to another customer, they put like a separate code onto it, which won't really cost the customer anything because it, you know what I mean. These are the things I've been hearing, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens because that's a big kettle of fish, and there's plenty more time until the consoles are coming out. But that's what I've heard anyway. That is going to be an issue because I know a couple of my personal friends do work in stores like Game and Granger Games and so on, and you know what I mean. It's going to be one of them things that's going to happen. Cross game chat. Now I'm not sure about this because I don't know if it's meant to be like over platform, as in PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360. I'm sure you can do cross game chat, as in like if someone's playing one game and it's like party chat. It's one of them things. So we'll probably talk about that more in future episodes. Motion control, DualShock 4, yeah, fair enough. PlayStation Now, PlayStation Move, that's expected because that's what they've had in the 3, and Kinect 2. And that says, from what I've seen on the Kinect 2, it's spot on. Second screen, Vita, PlayStation Mobile, you're expecting that. Smart Glass, expected that from that, and I can see a lot of things happening at Smart Glass, especially if you've got it on a tablet. It's going to be amazing. Voice commands, obviously, yes, with the Xbox through the Kinect. Nothing's been said for Sony. Subscription service, I don't think Sony will bring one in. Xbox Live is mandatory. It's just one of them things. It happens. I don't see that raising anymore. And another thing about Xbox services, Xbox Live, they're removing the cap of 100 friends to, I think it's now 1,000. So I really do need more friends, you know, which is pretty cool. The PlayStation will have a live streaming feature. Yes, now that is good. The Xbox might do as well, or it might just be inbuilt into games, so I can see a lot more live streaming happening. I can see sites like Twitch and all that lot seriously taking it through the roof. It's going to be amazing. Reputation preservation. It sounds like achievements and trophies will both be ported over there. Sorted. Web connection, Ethernets on both, gigabit Wi-Fi. You know, it's going to cover all stuff. There's no problem, shouldn't be no issues with that. Bluetooth, obviously, PlayStation has always had Bluetooth for the PS3. I've always remembered that. The Xbox, I don't remember the 360 ever having it anyway. And in my point, I don't really use Bluetooth for anything like that, unless you have a Bluetooth headset. But if you want to chat to people, the whole wireless thing, I know there's a big thing with the wireless headsets, but a lot of things you just plug it into your controller's mic ports. End of the day. AV hookups. It's all going to be HDMI. People are not going to be going through, analog components and stuff. If people are still now, then you need to upgrade your TVs, mate. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to get the most out of it. It's just the way it is. But anyway, right, I've been blabbering on, and that's my take on what's happening over in the world of the next generation. So yeah, all I can say is, people, quit your bitching, man. You're whining saying it looks crap, it looks shit and everything. You just don't know until you actually see it for yourself. You don't know to actually play on it. That's why I'm looking forward to Eurogamer this year. I will be physically going down there, and I am sure there will be PlayStation 4s, Xbox Ones all dotted around for people to play on, get hands on, people to find out, yeah, I want one of these. And by Christmas, because everyone's linking the PS4 and the Xbox One to be launched this year, end of this year, at the latest early next year. So save your pennies, people. You know what I mean? So that's me. Gamer for life, done and dusted. I've had my rant, I've had my whinge and all that lot. And like I says, it's going to be an interesting few months because there'll be a lot more stuff happening at E3 all the way up to launch time, and it's going to be sick. And we'll probably be covering a lot more with trailers and more news as it comes out. So thank you for watching. This has been Dave from Gamer for Life UK with my next generation hardware special. So don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Hopefully this might end up in a discussion and a lot with the comments below and whatever. Please just let us know. And thank you for watching. And also check out all the videos. And have a very good day, people. See you later. Bye.